Actress Akuapem Poloo has been convicted for sharing a naked picture she took with her son on the occasion of his birthday, which she flooded on social media. Already there is a campaign to get her freed. It's hashtag Free Akuapem Poloo, and a number of celebrities have joined. It's trending on social media. We have a conversation on that. Later on, we'll discuss Sonny Badu's decision to raise funds for a man to enable him undergo treatment. And guess what? He is capitalizing on frogs. Lions don't respond to frogs, the statement that he made. And he's coming out with some T-shirts for people to buy, which he will use the proceeds to support the man. These and many other issues we are seated to discuss on this episode. My name is Benefo Boaben Abrantepa. Welcome to Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Welcome back. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. My guest, Nanaya 18, aka Nanaya Redu, is with oneplayafrica.com. Nana, welcome.
Okay,
enti Nanaya One Play Africa. Akwaba. Nice one. Romeo McDonald Nanaya Asari. It's a columnist, assemblyman for Medina Social Welfare. Romeo, welcome.
Thank you, Evan.
Nice. So Amabroni is on standby with Nkomo. What's happening in the world of showbiz. We'll be back to discuss what she presents.
Ghana de brutal. Nkofu chema se na nyama kono de eye form for dum so. Na spiritual beef na ekoso na enu so wati bia na ayo. Na mo amu se free Akuapem Poloo now. Enu so nkomo no ekosi den Amabroni na watwe nsum komo ekoso entertainment industry nyina. Maboa no a me de ba besom. Ma yentwa ye ho ne embra sesia. Answer na ebeshem komanase mami bisa wo light and adum so na ye wom ene ye actress Yvonne Nelson na watchi wa tweet chese wo de nsem bebra betuja o chema na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo yanda nso hu dan posan kase na wo de beyen mo kai 2015 Yvonne Nelson na na fufu ye celebrity si ye si krom na ene dum so master video ye de hye so san se ye se drum ha ma na de dum so aba na so ye say afi 2021 o sorry ye dum light o china wo light na ye dum light so bisa se Akufo-Addo na wo ye sa yanda nso hu dan posan ka beyen se mahama na ka ne time ka dum so na wa be wo so wa be so be dum so intasimo bisa president se dum so na fifa anti Yvonne Nelson o chima aban munja kasa bebrebe na se yedum so a mun pe solution bi na mun fa so an ko se ya bre na adum na aso sa de ne de munja ikra na yeni nje amanfo Akuapem Poloo na ne ho akoba asem yo se mo ka ye sexy Poloo last year ye June 30 na ne ba di 7 years na Akuapem Poloo anka be di 7 years anka fa picture bi to jana je say yen wish na yen koye ni me na wa nim sexy okobo modern ade picture bi be to dwa je say we yi ne ho an ba ne gina nim na ankofo kwe kan na sexy we yi ho say nye na den ya wo ha na ye child rights international what time Akuapem Poloo no wode no court tena asem no so no Akuapem Poloo wode na koremand na wan kire mu so fide ebe na obedi na asem no nti wo akoye pregnancy test bi ne ekeka ho na bibia to yi dinga lawyers which say obetumi adem from 2 months to 3 years and I'm confused ade na mo yesa ye nim se Poloo aya o ye person trend ne ade ba we dem fa nche na bia fa na nusu ne ade nti ye pa mo chow nse kotodwegu fam nsa dansa yem kese celebrities be bra beke kasa akode no kese obi ase mo pa Poloo bo ne nche no ene na ye kana wo se Ghana hade oni ska wasem sa mo be chire Akuapem Poloo akotuma ma me ko a na mo anda so ne nam ho kɔhwɛ Twitter ene na mo na sa wo se esan ko de no kotu mu na de fan kosin ba se na eti bia fidei Akuapem Poloo asem na obetena so se na celebrity ye wo krom ha nda fam sa Jackie eye musician o chema obeye popular mo start boni nyu mo start to kwan ni je say gobe ni favorite gobe ntumi mpo nkonkoto bi Jackie chema to be a celebrity enye easy e bi say wo fa ha camera si wuso nje say ano de celebrity status na ye ne de wa ba be popular but gobe keka obe fa chiri akwakoto no ntumi nkoto sane say wa ba be popular nti say ye to aso a eye opatako jeko fa obo Aisha modi asem na yedusun Aisha chirma eye wona na agrada ontena ho ama wumbe didi obofo atem na bi nsu na ye Quincy ara so o chirma eye obi anu obetumi aka na ebusua na mafo say Asha say na obofo ye webusuani na ye enim asha chema ye wona na agada wo de ato se na wo ye konfo bia na wo tumi o chema wo ni tumi bia wo nyo bia nso ko obi no eye obofo be kwa na enye wo wa ye ya obofo ama bia so ne yere so ne maso asha chema ono de ono obedi yere so pa amafo bisa so na ntoko ide anka fifa ami nchemu ma wo spiritual battle bi ekoso e wo Ghana ha ya eye reverend obofo ene eyi okonfo bia na agrada ena wo di FCA ni obafo chema no de wo ho na nkofo send ni video bi say eye agrada de niti ni show ni so Tanda TV no aka so ye fake na hefa na ekosi ena obafo ti no say wo sa ma me chiro bibi pa obofo se nko mpemfu bi afre na ne ade eyi reverend eyi owusu bempa afre ni sanko onja ntokwan ba we do beko 3 years no so ya beka ne ho asem ena wo se we kum ni pa hye ne signboard ase ena wo se say but ene de 2021 do be reply wo ade na wo yesa obofo se ono de anko onfiu ba ye ne yire siara a odon no che say onfa ni nsifem no wa ya wa ma bia so no so de ne obekoko na ma no nti o se na yire siama ne nkebi ono ankasa be ebekoko no na wa wo sha social media ma na muso video yi kwaso na nkofo say osofo gangster nto kwa imu ba ko na ready eyi obofo twi eyi phone si ni so na no bi o dedicate ma na agrada na ese woni ese o ka kire eye flavor asan po muso na men kanfa flavor ni nyom popular one ashawo awusha ashawo enwa baby enu no dedicate ma no o wie eye move bitch get out the inse ni bohami ntumi nka na wankasa wutie video na wa behu emu aseche nyina but obofo se yentu nkra we menkoma agrada sense antokwa no no woku no nya wieye ko sise obemu bia woga na hu se we fake no we be ka se ho na aden na watwi so ni bado asanso ewra trends nim mu kai se na watwi atwemu so ni be ka se odi is a space of 4 months enya 3 degrees and ko so ni na aden Holy Spirit grace ben kwa na abo ma wenya sa eyi all in this short period so ni chema Ghana fo sa so ben bia mu de dia na mu be ka so ye fake ama mu anka nkolanka tiketi mu bu keka na nim no ni nyina ode ahye ne ho kran so ni chema eye ni hawa ofem mu am pesa nka mu gu na nim ase ne enum nyankopon ahye no enuonyam ama ode ade fufu bi ato na akoma so papa bia wo se wenya multiple sclerosis so be sa ye den eye dompe mu yare so ni chema pesa obo papa no na mu save the life Inti sembi okan yo say frogs don't respond to lions and no so no jina no they are printing 100 t-shirts frogs don't respond to lions t-shirt na oba be printing obeton baako $100 na utobi obebo den sign ni signature autograph na ba send am oba bia wo bia na ma say Sonny asema ye kan na fedo kwakoye t-shirt but wa wo hwema nka esi ho cause obeton t-shirt na wanya sika na ode save ye nua bere me life dia anka esi ho anti kofu so ni nya nipa be ya na waye nti mo bomade ana mkoto t-shirt ni bi na yenya sika na yemfa kwabo papa ya wanya eye multiple sclerosis yi sama mo ni reggae and dancehall musician I one ono no chema manfu kase on ne formal manager eye bulldog on ne ntamu nye fine also no de debut one time you're okay cause some time ago on any party ways in some nyina ne so yes kasembi na na anka osu anka se na man ko na anka ni percentage on to so na anko basa na akasakasa ka krabi by na ndo so na esa de ontimi ni adwuma na oni ni jai no obi afa ne kwan but sesi aye wo ha de oni ni ntokwa bia one time ye nti ma mo kasa enye sa na eti me say unhu video bia ye Efia Schwarzenegger comedian Efia Schwarzenegger ye ya na anka opesa anko o de srew ye immigration lawyer Munaguchi na mo na beka so ono pa de o reply Efia Schwarzenegger bim de intena mo na kasa o chema ye Efia Schwarzenegger ono kasa ni chochomucho na adamfo Kwame A+ be ka che ni so Efia Schwarzenegger o bipolar disorder people say bipolar disorder no so ne dia o say na adwim ahoma na ye ebi etotrebe bitumi tewe bitutumi nti nyama bi oye ne to bi ono kasa tumi ba na obi otini bebi na person ne peke beef na fine ne kosinti monase esa ne se Efia Schwarzenegger wa adwene aye mu ka okaka nti ono pa de fi ne kọ wo be kan na orimbu ya nti Efia nya be ye bia emfa ne ho immigration lawyer Mona ono na osi say me say 2020 campaign wa hu say celebrities bi na anka mu di echi ne ade na eba MPP campa eye actor Prince David Osei mo amu so di makoto on the other celebrities na eye 2021 ya na Prince David Osei din se bi abetoja o chema ono political ambition Aye, one day, muti krom haya na Prince David say, ababeye mu president. Prince Chema mo ebi numu njendi, nkofo betwa na kaso na Prince say na nka betumi abeye president. O say nya hwe. Na Yakopon acho ne de na watro. Nti rest assured, sometime soon, ye nim say 2024 you no be ba ana say ne edi echi. But atani say president ni do obeye. Nti amanfo ye gusu hwe anim for President Prince David Osei. A American rapper, y'all talk. Wow, no, best sorry. Y'all talk. There's a story I'm on international. A BET Amplified International Artist of the Month. April, you're more than my y'all talk. It's Ghana for a bon about so y'all talk. Why y'all depend say Odienko International. And I'm from wearing few. A Ghanaian artist. A Amare, female musician. On the last 2 months, so she was also named BET Amplified International Artist of the Month. It's Ghana had they say there. Yeah, trendy ankasa. Now y'all talk about so y'all talk why y'all didn't find a kusi. When y'all talk releases and freestyle be mine. Na so na yen kwani yen kwatie ene be hwe hey wona on the storms ya yen manka anka won se san wo lifestyle just me so na me kire mu po amafo chema freestyle akra ya talk be ye man ya chin oyi Queen Elizabeth British accent be o me man na me who hey amafo oh ena nkofo wan wonim de daw wo say hey Kumasi ni Santa sini na ka be freestyle Naka British accent for who beg. I'm for bibia me my talk so wo dey talk asaka ka yenim say wa ko international but dey srawa wo fans ye wa ha say ya na ye support movement nti aya na wa talk as na wa ka chi aka ne so ye tumi ate kakra eh ya talk sebu kai Abraham Mata we be ka so Abraham Mata di na say ya ate ai beast of no nation ya nwa bear market we your feature afi de okosro na just say oh Abraham Mata say oh ye obo ne homode wo ko Hollywood movies you twetwa bi ni ade na wo twa no so be twa mu a na nyame be ye when admission to one of the best universities in the US. In Ghana for so Abraham Mata, why are the pass our bon modern? One find your film about modern and school. It was Abraham Mata. Congratulations to you. Good news here, Kosia, and a Bora, a Kwame Eugene, and Senswa. On so said, when your new car, Kwame Eugene or that year 2020 Range Rover, a Dr. Quoting. Angel group of companies. Now what's watching a car be? Oh, okay, can't what to say what you can't be a fit time, mono Robert. Hey, Kwame Eugene, so be cruisy ankasa. And Kwame so shall chroma. No abamadi anu my right. And seven be black or so entertainment industry. My mama was a mother and I be church money a course. That's a ne. I'm a brony messan swabba. Now come over hobia, me da be soon. Tia brantipa, so mune and twasse.
Thanks, Amabroni, for the tidbits. Let's delve into some of the issues. Let me begin with Romeo. Romeo na uba hache. Yete won kache. Issues ni den na officer o kan ho ase.
About doomso no.
Okay.
Like on a more serious note, Ghana we pick and choose. Yen shada nye straightforward. You be there you born in fin tum but you be na born in chen ase you born so na yen shada born sa. We share doomso did demonstrations and course. So this particular doomso started before December, but elections by Bano. And I say stability be by. Now from there, no, and I catch say any doomso. Brofo, one says a garnish brofo, no, they have to my. So these are some of the issues that are a bit worrying. Now we share. The kind of enthusiasm and Crawford tweeted in the past about the situation. The power outages there no man can yeah used to. But this time they crown you can worse Abranti party or not light you doom no 3 times in consecutive. You doom na so you doom na so and son every day call. The as a bibia or man where they play politics in Tiama Ubias through say no creda baby or becca. But me expect celebrities say they should always go by the saying a source for a goose is good for a gander. One person in this regard, what Bomodi Prince David was saying about out openly to say I came openly to support you, but this you're doing, and yet that is how we are supposed to deal with our leaders.
That was in reference to the taxes.
Exactly.
Okay.
In the same vein, see the doomsony other related issues. Nka say nkrofo openly, but people are giving excuses a whole lot, and only asema
but at least Yvonne Nelson has been consistent.
She's been consistent until she was pushed. Maka said she was pushed. What party didn't Thomas stop vigil? No, it was just her personal initiative, out of her own volition. But I do been no way no on Kasa until said Crawford started moving the receipt to job. Say I can receipt out here. Twitter terms just Twitter what tweeted no near the abra near quote just the way now can be why the
maybe the situation at the time that called for the vigil is nowhere close to what we have now.
Around the planning na po titi no kra no say na your mouth timetable extra say na be dum that into ko out me dum bibia nim say light be 6, but we are meeting him nim time light be time light be, which is even more dangerous. Indeed, this should even anger us. Say, like, there's no respect, there's no regards in dealing with us as people. Say, okay, say, Mufi say a challenger, we understand. No institution is without challenges. Indeed, then let's go this way. Within this week, you be a Medina, Mulight, Mbanya, 2 days, 3 nights, ne atiasi. But sporadically, back when intermittent, back, a day, oh, me kind of number of like, fear now, usually. But if you generators plant in Nasifonti, you might not see the magnitude of it. Sometimes, let's learn to call a spade a spade. Okay. The power of the media is meant to cut on both sides, to put whoever leadership in check. Say the Ubian take Ubia for granted. But once people try to tilt or trade honesty for cowardice, I don't believe in fairness any system.
Okay. Nana.
Around here.
Then echo.
First of all, I Muslim be all fasted time.
Maoneso kakra dey all fasting.
Say yes your time ni. Inti Muslim be all fasted be Alanti Empire bona be anko so fine. Aye nyum be na pese me to amen kan nyum no. Na pese me tu nyum be ba men kan. Awo.
Edi asem na pese o kan ehun nyum hwan na boy e bia.
Me tu nyum na ubu asem kra.
Okay.
Onya me so mponi
na be yo wudini.
Ye.
Yesu aseni asepa Dr. Pabobo.
Sir. We have no a obofo and agada if no the battle of the slangs. Bako there. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Everything is fine. Bako says here. Look at my bag. Don't see and go. Abusaka. We fight with any friend. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Fight with the battle of the slangs. We are near empire boss spiritual issue. We say Reverend Obofo ne agrada you don't go to independence square no be a mass slangs. No ya mass slang. No ya mass slang. No you say nya judge do winning. Wow. I think that the last time we were here, Nene and I were talking about the Sonny Badu thing. I was telling he made a comment about pastors and how they are allowed to go scot-free with certain things in this country. One of such things is what is happening right now. Well, I quite say touch not my anointed, you know, and a phrase now about something that people are losing respect for because of some of these issues. Now say nyaminipa any a sebi fetish priest enya asema. How do you do a video and say and use certain words that if a member of your church, you hear a member of your church using it, you will not be happy. So it goes to question the morality or the spirituality of the pastor in question. Say what me frere oba besia sebe say oye two ni say dedicated no mama no was to nyamo no now okay so no quite very creative. There was for na oy rapper ba na yenim am fine here na enyum no zawale no say sound words no na or their share or the a guy that's a shame na see what pepe. So what happens tomorrow if a church member of Reverend Obofo does a similar thing? Can he question the person? Man, I say Christianity is becoming quote unquote BBB a wohobi.
I liberal visa.
Yes. Ababa if anybody does anything, you touch the person, the person's a Christian, it's a pastor, you cannot say anything. So society must put these things in check. Even though the Bible has said it, it's said by their deeds, you know them. We still have to be able to check some because there are kids that follow this pastor. There are kids that follow this fetish. You see, call life. What can the live video that? Agrada.
Me shade.
Where should be? Obeti a boss anymore. Obeti no more. Slangs near more. What am I saying? We are encouraging things that we shouldn't encourage in our society. And I say, to a elephant fighting, it's the people that follow them that will suffer because who knows a fan or a follower of Reverend Oborfor meeting a follower or a fan of Agrada and the issue coming up. Maybe the two of them have done it. They've met, they had a conversation. They're doing it for clout. They're doing it to push people to come to their church and to go to their place of worship. Now, so we have to, society must do something about it. I just don't want media to encourage this thing by covering it as news. Now, now social media now about prime time media, about prime time TV. Near see yourself will be near a garden because your chrome has say, you know, the more the insult, the more clients and the more people you get. So it's something that we have to be very, very careful about.
Okay.
The second topic I make touch here, Yao Talk. I brand here Yao Talk.
Quick one, cry.
Yao Talk. Okay, I said Tama Yao Talk comparison by between on the Saturday. I made a comment here, sir. We should not do that. Because for a young artist who has just released a remix of his song and getting such numbers, we should be able to encourage him to do more than to try to compare him to the likes of the Sarkodis and the rest. What happened? I said, Yasume Fidiama Yao. Anna, he said, you know. What am I saying? A certain freestyler, or no, maybe to his camp and to his team, was supposed to be jovial, was supposed to make people laugh, or was supposed to just emphasize on the fact that I was a young boy who got 3.3 million views in 3 days, or so and so and so. It's almost denting all the hard work that he has done. At the point where BET chose him as an amplified artist of the week, you know, it's the same timeline. I know release that video, you know. So yeah, the deepness of that celebration was so low, a call say, okay, they pay, and they started talking about the freestyle. To the extent that rappers that came to even defend him were even bad, say, hey, the boy is no good, let's tell him. What am I saying? We have to understand that these young guys, they are now growing into the system. They are not growing into their shelves. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
They are not growing. But with the surrounding team now, I'll talk now. Because you don't achieve such height within this short time and allow your artist to release a material that is less of his own record. I was saying. Yes, sir, are you managing him or you want to kill the career? No matter how jovial the idea was, no matter how easy or how funny you wanted it to be, you shouldn't have released the material.
Okay. Yati. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll have a conversation on the Akuapem Poloo saga. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Welcome back. It's still Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. My name is Abrantepa. Romeo is a columnist, Naneyao, One Play Africa. They are my guests for this episode. Now, last year, somewhere in June, we had a conversation on Akuapem Poloo, sharing some pictures she had taken with the son, and that was to commemorate the son's 7th birthday. The pictures, or what we saw, she was naked, and the conversation went on. She was prosecuted, and now the court has, she's been convicted. She is going to have a pregnancy test, and then later on, the court will decide on what her punishment would be. A lawyer is saying that she can go to jail for a maximum of 3 years. But there's also a campaign on social media to get her freed. Hashtag Free Akuapem Poloo. Sarkodie has joined. DKB, A+, Lydia Forson, a whole lot of celebrities. So, first off, before we go to the campaign. Let me get the views of my panelists. So far, maybe about Bedrini. Romeo.
Romeo Akuapem.
See, Avantipa.
Romeo.
In as much as me sympathize with Poloo situation, I feel say it's the law, and celebrity status and as a celebrity enclave, in this country do not regard authority in terms of laws. And me, I have been of the opinion, say, yen sanction celebrities are sebi song, omudin simhuno in the system, and not necessarily 7 jail term. But yen for moon cleaning a fin adokro Ghana. This is a Poloo issue. Nan get the priation and a coin be by fast be a chagata by 10 kilometers a mano. So make sure say fin be all got and make him. Can be of a fast on ye.
Community service.
Community service. If I'm cleaning a fin. Because situation now I didn't call court. We boom raso. Child pornography a serious offense. No, nudity, issue of nudity offense or Ghana. But Ubibeka and Crawford be Brian. Why is she serving as a scapegoat? Crawford, your friend is saying, this social media, we have our business for more, the nude to the market, even Instagram, be a yibi. So on that level. But I feel say the stronger aspect need different because of the child involved. Around here. A lot of ladies on social media, and I make comments on Twitter. Lady be posting here, making a case, why should she even go to jail at all? And I'm saying, the same people, saying, Bema, and on any Baba, the same age, and no, yes, I new video near Baba now. Anka, if we are saying, and I got a bed, it be butu. What you say?
Yeah.
Back where you're banning, Bema, dear, more per se, ye catabon is near Casa and Yeshiana. These are things we've tolerated. A bano abusive relationship, a grofers to just as a man pan suffer. It is a bema crab, a candidate, but it's a serious issue. Since a bema a bonny, no bansuya, a bonny, she had no right to do that to the child. A oba, dear muya or demo in camera, no one cares. But when the public eye say, a child, a bad, it's a But for me, I feel say, I was a Crawford safety admitted say, one in the year, name a chopper. This is the 2012 elections in Crawford could be contempt issues, judges, it's me then, and it's all. They had it wrong by the charm with the fact that, Poloo so jitu say, one in the year. Into those aspects, I was say argue, but to talk about the situation and the circumstance that led to the prosecution, I think people are getting it wrong.
Okay.
The grounds for argument should be say, yen temper justice with mercy, man say man community service. Woman the court track, obi super sorry. Okay, say obi ko yi ni tebia our stage.
Wiser.
Say court issues be.
Yeah.
But I also could say artificial or try say. But
at the end of the day, we'll fine. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Uncle fine. I some go you. Obi be part talk I say. Mama wise and na performance out of excitement, exuberance, and the man yes sir. No. But this one no. Aside on one kasa being nude no. Akwala ewom. She will have faced worse than this. What I say? So for me, I feel say the argument or the plea should be that in social services in this country, it's not well organized. You can't trust relatives to leave your child or kids entrusted in their hands. So for these reasons, instead of Sabeko jail for a number of years and attempts, Yamaninye community service, maybe a fine be said ADHD to serve as a strong deterrent to anybody in the Next time, this is you soon as a scapegoat.
Okay, I'll come back to you on some of the comments celebrities now making, but let me get Nanaya's opening remarks on this one.
Kwame, a founder of Angel Group, Ache, Kwame Eugene, brand new Range Rover, for being a brand ambassador for Adonko Next Level. If you're free, Fadama night, I say in crime, Fadama is winning until Niaje, and this. Minister, small baby Fadama, also 20 man, whom we are, a man of him. I think that Akuapem Poloo is not a celebrity enough in Ghana. Akuapem Poloo's powerful celebrity ratings or whatever that you want to put it, it's not big enough. So, in as much as child pornography is a big thing, I don't think, as compared to people who have caused chaos in which a certain alleged gun was pulled, are still traveling and living their lives. But she has to face the ban and face the drum because I said in here scapegoat. She's not a celebrity enough. So maybe this will make her rethink her level in the country. Say, undu baby. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because you will chroma say assembly or court. Say you betting one till now. We are still waiting. Say
but a court process. So
we are waiting. We are still waiting. You get it for that case to come up again. So we'll know the final verdict or what's going to happen to the two people.
For those who are lost, Nanya is talking about the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. The case between Shatta and Stonebwoy.
Yes.
Where we are told that there was a brandishing of gun.
Yes.
Okay. Let's continue.
Akuapem Poloo, I'm sure by now will be asking herself what got into her head. A certain wrong culture practice. Look at where it's taking her to. You might have seen a certain celebrity, female celebrity in America do a similar thing. We have seen Kim Kardashians and all that. Their children are not part. What am I saying? It brings out the conversation of social media and the impact it has on society. I mean, I'm an advocate for it. If the government has anything to do when it comes to regulating media, that is where they need to look at. The likes of China has done it. If you get to China, you cannot use certain apps on your phone. You get what I'm trying to say? Because we have to understand, your culture, no, any social media, the benefit of which people are enjoying now that is there. But the abuse of that platform is more than the benefit that is happening in our country. Obeka say, oh, no, allow them to use social media. Yes. People are making money from living from social media. Don't get me wrong. People are influencers. People have changed their lives through that. But abuse near cost of honor is too much. Now, if they use her as a scapegoat, it won't stop anybody. So what they are trying to say is, if you're a woman and you put your naked body on the internet, it's good. But if you add a child to it, then it's not good. So now they won't add the children, they will do it themselves because it's been happening on social media ever since, even before Akuapem Poloo did hers. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation that has happened to her. Romeo said, Yanko Pacho, Mano. Cecilia, a man need the Pacho saying, a man named Pacho. You said, Judge Naka say, okay, I pardon you.
A chopper in the sense of appeal.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, say, me Pacho. You know,
I temper justice
yes, with mercy. Yeah, and it's a judge or the law's discretion to favor you or not to favor you.
Of course.
You understand? Yeah. It is not a mandatory thing. Say, you tissue chrome na ye video man. Na and I say ye hashtag man free. Nkosianga hanya America. Do. But I think the lesson here is she's not a celebrity enough, and she has to understand that. And I don't pray that she goes. I agree with Romeo on the community service part. That it will help even our country to be cleaner, our capital to be cleaner than it is now. Sadly, when people begin to see some of these celebrities who are found guilty in certain areas of their life, serving community service oh Chrome ebema kona correct kakra because you say you say to wait ma kwakoye den akwakoye bi. It's an unfortunate situation. I don't know what to say to her. I wish that it never happened. I wish that she understood social media more than the way she uses it. And unfortunately, this one. But I heard some rumor that now in Penifo meeting the name now Marco Patch or Nanka case no. I know the minty. Oh, maybe it's a rumor no. Minty. But I'm surprised. Say Yakwa could do baby. Yakwa could do so. Is the law that is taking the Akuapem Poloo and Wiser on, are they leaving the girls who are on social media and showing their nakedness on social media for free, or they would go after them too? Nakedness, say it was certain to what extent? Because but the same thing like Akuapem Poloo and the boy was wearing a boxer, right? Yes. Yes, but there are girls who are wearing just panties and they are just showing their breasts on social media. What is happening to all those girls? Okay, so Enona, there are some people who are, aside the fact that people are calling for her to be freed. Obi to say A+, they say there are people who, they are real criminals working about, and so Akuapem Poloo should be freed. Let me read. It said, but the person who stole and sold food meant for the poor people during the lockdown is working free. We spent 19 billion Ghana cedis on COVID, yet people were fed plain rice and pepper. Akufo-Addo managed COVID-19 well. Akufo-Addo managed COVID-19 well. Who said if you give Akuapem 19 billion, she won't be able to manage COVID-19 well? Leave this poor girl alone. I disagree with the law. Always arresting and jailing poor and vulnerable people for petty crimes and misdemeanors while the real criminals are working free and continue to steal with impunity. This is what Sarkodie is saying. I think it's a little harsh to separate a mother from a mom just because of pictures taken. Would want to plead with the law to pardon our sister. #free Akuapem Poloo. Even Lydia Forson comes in with a very long one and says, too many of you lack emotional intelligence, and it's why you don't understand how I defend someone who has attacked me for several years now. If you did, you would understand that this is about what's wrong or right and not my personal feelings towards her. #Akuapem Poloo. It continues to say, I hope you never have to go through the justice system. Pray you have enough money for the best lawyers and know all the right people. It will humble you. Queen Solomon, that sister here, says, it's sad to see Akuapem Poloo go through this. I'm not supporting her actions, but there should be a flexible punishment rather than this separation. We apologize on her behalf because this is heartbreaking. #free Akuapem Poloo. Bisakide says there is nothing painful than a child separated from the mom. This thing is really hurting, and I don't think she or the child deserve this kind of treatment or for what she said. Come on, it's very heartbreaking. #free Akuapem Poloo. Your comments on this? Yeah, okay.
You see, the level of hypocrisy in this country, legendary. SAC starts you. Now you label as in a corner of the world where hypocrisy is easily located.
How do you mean?
I mean, what I mean is, Akuapem Poloo penny or bar or jail. There are lots of women who, even out of no fault of theirs, Wakowabu send the digger out the share number, Scanashi, went to me Antia or Kojo, and now say accidentally BBC or Kojo, Jan Kolami, no miensa. What did the make say? No one made a case for them saying Kolaninti. We are Bonia, I am Bonia. We should rather be fighting the system, say, Yemfa, you put in place the right structures. Senior situation, BC, see a Kolano Honya and train. A+ made a lot of lineups in terms of incidents, ACC. There's a difference between government decision to prosecute and a private probe in terms of issues of criminality and as legality are individual pursuance. So buying usually when say this country I want. Ube to me area buying sika area 1 million Ghana cedis, one kojo. But we are misika, me the court, I need justice. Maybe I'm cramming there 500 Ghana pay. So when it means you go to jail. It has nothing to do with your buying sika or embezzle. So all these things should open up to government. Say people are looking up to leadership. So when people embezzle funds or practice any level of malfeasance, we expect that that punitive measures that is meted out to the common people on the street should be heavy on such people. What's the mechanism? Now, the issue of say Abia Sarkodie tweet no
separating a mother from a son.
Yeah, it says I think it's a little harsh to separate a child from a mother.
It's the weakest tweet.
Just because of pictures taking.
Good. It's the weakest tweet. And I'm feeling Sarkodie in his rap music, you know, or a deep. But when he comes to comments like this, he's very shallow. Oh, yes. Utie, any person who is appealing on behalf of someone, obviously, you first and foremost admit, say, you say but you just don't go like just picture taking. So be a picture. Obi a picture be an no. So Sarkodie should come again with his tweet because it's shallow. But
he continues to say would want to plead with the law to pardon our sister.
As what? What did she do? He said just picture taking. That is the point I'm basing on. What you say? So as a rapper, you are deep. So whatever you put out, we also have the chance to analyze it.
So just picture taking.
Just picture taking.
A picture.
As a keke.
And yeah,
as a crow. Ebi obi akase. O say wabo crow no keke. Say we cool be keke. Say wabo obi asum keke. Like seriously, a crime, a offense. Just say we should start fighting our system to a sense. The idea atano, a kakra, for the same thing and those are things we should fight for. And I mean, the idea Poloo no sanction the mean kasi infinite. So but me say instead of go jail for those times jail no, yenfa community service man. And among fact keen eyes anxious Ghanaian celebrities. They anxious say in Crawford any reform dana. Because people are taking things for granted to be a head obi at make and obi at mini leadership because the same leadership nankasa are corrupt. They can punish themselves. From NDC, MPP, that's chain obi are corrupt. It is a way corrupt na say me on my personal level na bibi ankuya. You find it difficult to even talk about me. What did I make an answer? So I first say, if we are appealing, say be a justice for social and justice for social and so. Let's also look at the point say Senka Jai Poloo so Uncle Freya. Achina ye be gateway caveat no obi abe use as caveat. Say the yeka open on Gina box mun dia dance here no. Years to come obi so be use that caveat as an excuse. The punishment it becomes a deterrent to whoever thinks or would want to do something of the sort in future. So it's really a deterrent. However, young say be okay. Say instead of say young say COVID, young jails and I say in prisons filled up, congestion. And I mean money to feed them becomes a burden to the nation. So let's make community service a lot more of an issue. Let's make it a lot more of an issue.
Okay.
To even clear the mess we are in. Because you're spending billions of cedis to clear filth, but results near zero.
Okay.
Your Ministry of Sanitation, your Ministry of one at the end of the day, zero. See, let's use our stubborn people to clean our system.
Nana, your comments on the campaign?
I was just reading an A+ repost on a long essay. It's like a thesis on how to get a PhD degree for Dr. Susan Ibadu. It's a whole thesis. Me pass a doctor's degree. Okay, I think that I can understand Sarkodie when he makes such a tweet, but I cannot pardon A+ for making such a post.
Why can you understand Sarkodie and not pardon A+?
In Sarkodie's post, yes, he made a shallow tweet. It's understandable. He hasn't been seen championing such conversations in the country. Even at the time when he was bashing the government, look at the kind of song he did to bash the government. Songs that we can actually jump to. You understand what I'm trying to say? Even when he did a song for a political party, look at the song he did. It tells you the level of thinking when it comes to with him in politics. Not somebody who has been an advocate for such a thing over a long period of time. Read the A+ tweet again. Post again.
A+ says, but the person who stole and sold food meant for the poor people during the lockdown is working free.
And
We spent 19 billion Ghana cedis on COVID, yet people were fed with plain rice and pepper. Leave this poor girl alone. I disagree with the law always arresting and jailing poor and vulnerable people for petty crimes and misdemeanors, while the real criminals walk free and continue to steal with impunity.
Okay, so 30 minutes ago, as we were doing this show, he made a post to say that he condemns in no uncertain terms what Akuapem Poloo did. That is to contradict what he just said. Because you see, come A+, you are hurting Akuapem Poloo than you are helping her. As a wope was a maka, and I will go for Poloo. So now I call Poloo. He has to shut up. You got to trying to say this post was needless. Say, when he say message now say open say we cast na is, you know. The references that you are making goes even to trigger certain people in a certain quarter that don't even need to come at the girl. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We all know, we're in this country, we all know the things that happen with government and debt and all those things are shame and film. I guess made an example say 2 dancehall artists went for someone's program. One of them put a gun and said it was a toy gun. The case still nobody they hear anything. They wait for law to take its course. It happens in our system. We all know that. What the girl did was wrong. But there are people who are also on the same social media platform, who are also girls, doing a similar thing, and they are walking around free. Let's not go and bring in the guy, the government had 19 billion, if Ekadongo had 19 billion, if this, and so they be beyond the better politics. We are chastising politicians for trivializing issues and making it political every time it comes up. But we the people that we are fighting the politician. When it gets to our turn, we do worse. This is politics. This is to win A+ score. Obi only know who say, oh, come on, see come should I come make an and coronavirus no cry by no cry. Mama 19 billion, hey, free Akuapem Poloo, very lame talk. Only can free, no can the baby. But you know there are laws in the country. A do and a do. A do and a do. Law and a chill, brah. Police in chill down. You can be the most powerful man in the country. Police chill, brah. That's it. No. That's it. If they say they go message you, they'll message you. I won't be there. Right? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Girl on a yard there. There are people in the same space who are doing similar things, and they're walking around. I am saying, see, I crying.
So that should have been A+'s argument.
If you want to do some comparison and say. And in that scope, it makes sense. Because even in Ghana now, there's something called OnlyFans. Do you know what's OnlyFans?
No.
Girls who go naked and put it on a certain site for people to pay and watch. It's in Ghana. Isn't that also like whatever sexy or whatever they call it? Whatever law that women learn right there.
Lord, Madam was it Kamina Kayo?
No, the law against Akuapem Poloo.
Oh, a publication of nude pictures.
Yeah, well, come on here, Empress League. You see, I watch boy no Empress League now, or they amount for a sex tape, a sex number 2 on the website now. What's the difference between that and what the girls are doing on social media? Is the law saying they haven't seen it? The people who are championing Akuapem Poloo's conversation, we have to listen. We have to understand. Yes, Lydia Force and Money and Sister Family. They am go baby. I'm forget. I'm and Chinka and one can bring forget it. No, I'm meeting a needy girl. No, I'm keep a man. No, come A+ mono. Look at the post they are making. Now he comes back to make a long post doing politics with someone's serious issue. Then the diagram, you better can finish him. With them 3 years. And when she enters that space and she comes back, she won't be the same again. We were here when Kwakesi was caught holding certain alleged videos and then. Like joke. As the law won't take in course. Didn't he go?
He did.
Yeah.
I beg.
So who said Kwakesi didn't have people who relied on him to feed them? Did they do this because he was a man? The kind of biases in towards gender in this country is appalling. Listen,
Nana Rabia in 30 seconds.
Akuapem Poloo and what he did, Wiser and what he also did, they are facing the law for it. There are more than 2,000 accounts that if that same people who are championing this law against Akuapem Poloo want to be serious in this country, they can get to even scrutinize a lot of things on the social media platform, especially that Instagram page. Instagram platform never honor. You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay,
all the stars who are campaigning for her freedom, no, should also understand that once they are campaigning for her freedom, they are enabling the next person. If the law doesn't take its course, if we don't put measures in place to check the others who are doing a similar thing, once the law says, okay, yeah, they are tell, man, 2 weeks, a between obedi, sensitive, Bible says here.
Okay.
What am I saying?
Matthias,
we have, listen, Kwame A+ is somebody that a lot of people look up to. He has voice when it comes to some of these things. This post against what he posted on his Instagram page with the Akuapem Poloo mother and son picture, there are two posts connecting to each other.
Okay.
He should stop doing petty politics with what is happening to Akuapem Poloo. If he wants to help the girl, he knows how to go out. He knows where to go and what to do to help the girl.
all right. Fire can cool. Stone boy, no. We are taking a break. When we return, we'll talk about Sonny Badu and the T-shirts that he's selling. He's going for $100 one T-shirt. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. We are back. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Nanaya, One Play Africa, and Romeo, they are my guests. My name is Abrantipa. Now, this is the final lap. So last week, we spoke about Sonny Badu and the frog lion thing. Those who are new, or those who may not be aware of what it is, Sonny Badu knows when degrees, three degrees within 4 months. And so people were criticizing him. And he said that he was not going to respond to the critics because lions don't respond to frogs. And Tinkofo Dinatema fine. Now he's come out with a T-shirt. Lions don't respond to frogs. That's the T-shirt. Lions over frog T-shirts. He's going for $100. He says he's selling them to raise funds to support the family of his friend who is being diagnosed of multiple sclerosis. And sikani ina odekoho. Romeo, a smart mover now say not.
For me, I think Ghanaians, we just look out for negativity in every situation. But I won't say, in as much as their kind, people didn't like the taste. But in real life, lions who are level will be, not will be person or children performer. On this gap, you don't need to. ABR, to say me and what say, I can't say be. Penya be the tree, but me asema. And so of me cry because she got the womb. You get it?
Yeah.
So you don't bother by social media engagement. And with me make his statement to the extent say yes on the bad you more boy or break it through and usually no so the bad do ember out baby say in such issues. But I'll make his comments, you know, what trendy, so our trendy. Now, with this T-shirt issue, I side with the idea. In the sense, we try to capitalize on the financial gains in a positive caveat. To say this caliber. So that T-shirt, or 8,000 pieces, Ghana for me, the crab, which has a brochure and this is Ghana. I didn't know what online. And I Ghana for about $100 or better. Come on, better also old to be no Hana
also a ton just 100.
All kinds can also origins or the crop will be. As our multiple sclerosis issue also suffer. Now, yes, Nembaso, I want to make sure no much more Monaco square the pa. So I feel say this is a positive gesture. It has no negative attribution. I was say you will see a time cry condemning. Frogs lions over frogs. Miss T-shirt no cry, any born am coming, you be and come pay.
No.
What you say?
Who is Ghana?
Sas kana o kase me wono. Nkrofo me area amu hiansiu. Come better tank no ma cha won. So what you say? But ono so ni die mo betima ye no. Baby o wono nkrofo no betima afford. Nti easy mo. Nti I feel say this is something Ghanaian celebs. So who create that kind of offense and trend. Na say o share na obetimi ayi bia fa na o dey ameki scam. No we yin ho afim. What you say? Yes, the bia yen didi watema hwem na hwe de emfimumba. What you say?
Nana, he's always been talking about merchandise. I remember when we were having a conversation on, was it Eno Baroni?
Yes. I'm a beef.
Yeah, we were asking, where is the merchandise? Like, we are fashion, my t-shirts.
I'm on business now. I'm on TSC.
So, you got to do business now, so.
So to America. And America,
or to
UK. Yeah. In America, one US senator, whatever, was made a meme for sitting in a certain position, and he created several merchandise from that. I've forgotten his name. It's part of the game. I see a lot of bloggers do it. I've seen Coach Sheldon wear bars. I've seen him wear. You know, people like, if you are smart and you understand some of these things, you do it. It's not about. I don't think Ghanaians are complaining about the Sonny Badu thing and see him say, "Hey, you're wrong." They see it like, Sebio. They see it like, Adiana Okaina Udidi
Adina also won't pay no.
And I would business. But that is how businesses' ideas also do what? Also come about. You understand? I'm sure the buyers of that particular T-shirt, when they Google lions don't whatever with frogs.
Lions over frogs T-shirt.
Yes, they will see what transpire between Sonny and the Ghana media and see how the OES are, selling. And they will buy. And the cost is a good cost. It's not a bad cost. My thing is, how do we justify if we buy the T-shirt, the money will go to the people that you say the money is going to go to?
Charity. And I'll say over autograph you. Yes. Apart from best sign.
The price of the T-shirt is small. $100 is small.
So a target or we are better by popular request. No, saying I
presentation. We see some of these things. They do the presentation like. I'm not saying he will do. I'm saying that.
On the most so the bad new be a comodino sebi. $10,000 to Sonny. Now say no jump profile.
Nah.
But at least we in the bottom. But
accountability say.
If you don't let me land there.
Yeah, land.
What Sonny is doing is a good cause.
Yeah.
People will buy not out of the fact that the term or the phrase is popular, because of the good cause attached to the product. It's like donating money to you to help somebody. How do I tell that when I buy the tea, $100 and you get a $10,000, you will do what you said you're going to do? So Sonny can come out and then say that, listen, this is the process.
Okay.
It's done everywhere. Abroad, it's done everywhere. Any foundations in abroad, when you're applying, they will ask you to submit your possible way of making them know, say, what are your donation? You have to just show it. It's a mechanism that you have to just show. Okay, I received $10,000. I will make so and so. Yeah, it's my I'm tracking because me like this, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Not because I don't need a T-shirt, but because of the good cause attached to it.
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I have friends in London who that's what they do. They are into hedge funds. So some of these conversations like this, when they hear, they can even raise more than that 10,000 that you're looking for and support. But when you come out to show openly, say, we are. Someone back and say, we are. This is how we're going to do the donation, or we're going to do the presentation.
I see present scano. I'm an Adam for no, and that's Nadam for Nembano Crano. Rock Hill Church for planning to take care of their fees, education and stuff. So
Sonny is a very powerful man. It's quite unfortunate that his interview with KMJ didn't go too well with a lot of us. Some of the explanations that he gave with regards to the whole incident didn't go down well with even me. But that is what he says got him what he had.
Okay.
We will respect that. And we hope that as people buy this t-shirt, price no question. Until like if Romeo is saying, say, son of if after 10K, you know, or because by popular request, he's trying to do another set there. Why not? It can become a whole foundation that can be put in place to help the family, the friend and the family for a very long time.
And even other people.
And other people. So
but now, there are people in this country, go funds be surgery, heart surgery, kidney transplant, and so forth. We pay without even questioning.
No, you question.
We don't.
It's wrong. Say that I don't follow up.
No, I'm saying.
When you say that I don't follow up,
that's the reality.
People question. Recently,
no. He's not saying nobody questions. So he says some people. A bit question. You know, there are some people. Okay, also this donation. Fine, I've given you. Whatever you decide to do with the money, that's what he's saying.
True. That's why there are also fraudsters in this. That's why we demand accountability from such people. Because listen, recently Nana made a post on social media.
Yeah.
Some guys were trying to fraud him.
Yeah.
Fraud her, sorry.
Yeah.
So it means that people are in the space to milk us. Because you have a good heart and you donate something small to support a friend or let's say somebody you don't know for a good cause. Now I know they train the family. Now I know no I talk kind and I say go be home area more. They be also this car. Now see you na automoto say because so scan session or rakoto moto.
And so why are they?
Na be una the moto there. Or the kwashi amount for. People are doing some of these things in the space that we find ourselves in. What am I saying? And elsewhere, questions will always be raised. Why if you raise a question doesn't mean that we are looking at the negative side of a good thing. We are just saying that accountability should be just done. And like you said, also obey. And saying let me say I have people in London, like I said, who do some of these things. So I'll just talk to them and say, oh, Sonny, yes, say. And the irony of the whole thing is that Sonny Bado's publicist is my lawyer.
Okay.
You understand? So we'll check and make sure that things are done well.
Romeo, final words, 30 seconds, there, uncle.
My final word would go to the Akuapem Poloo issue. I feel say the lawyers, at least, Sonny, they will try read across social media and so gather some momentum and go for sort of an appeal, if not to totally quash the sanction, to lower it to what I said earlier in terms of community service or even paying a fine, and then also signing a bond that henceforth she will leave a good, she will not find herself in such a space any longer. Visa now a little sanity a breno. Because once she's hot-blooded, exuberant, she's young. Ubi when you was street usually, and you be at the direction, papa. Sometimes, unya sikaka krana fame be due to man. How to regulate it becomes a problem.
Nana,
no star is above the law. Just like how they say, not even a person is above the law. The moment our stars understand that, we'll have a very good conversation going around the Akuapem Poloo thing. Now, we also have to, she has to understand that she's not a powerful celebrity yet. And I'll say it, she's not. If she was, we wouldn't get to where we've got into. You understand? We wouldn't get to where we've got into. So it's an unfortunate incident, but the law, the people enforcing that law should not leave those girls who are also on social media doing a similar thing, even worse things.
Business.
Okay. Even worse things, and allow them to work scot-free because there was no child involved. So why is that the end na akwala bi anka ho ana no akomwa na yedi ne di baby awa bedu na omo omo so mo ya omo na to social media so na Akuapem Poloo no omo dey echi no you should follow and start doing. Ghana is fond of the law is here until a novelty hits us, then we rush giddy make something out of it. Tomorrow then we all forget about it. No, it won't help us. Ubia deserves equal attention. Poloo enyane dia obi emane ye only fans ne hu bra uche bi pa na hwe bi anya izo
Deborah joining sister Deborah
joining bi
if you are joining
only fans I say yeah wow
I do the video bi
and my favorite artist
okay
so na turn so
you only video bi I didn't know that was what it was all
only fans
anyway
okay Mariah Mills
yo
only fans
Nadia.
O ti me ngase mo ponso no ti me ngase o.
Nane Oredu is with oneplayafrica.com. Romeo is a columnist. They've been my guest for this episode of Bloggers Forum. A reminder that we are still celebrating our 22nd anniversary. It's hashtag GhanaWeb22. Join our road safety campaign. If you see anything unusual on our roads that's capable of causing road accidents, film them, send them to us. It's newswires at GhanaWeb.com. Newswires@GhanaWeb.com. Send us a mail. Let's get interactive on social media. It's at the Ghana Web on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at the Ghana Web. Thank you for watching this episode of Bloggers Forum. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantipa.